Hello, butterflies, and welcome to Butterfly Tea Time. I hope you have your tea and your coffee ready. Today, we're going in with author Ken Williams coming to us from South Africa with limited electricity, here just to inspire us and tell us about his new book. My name is Lupus. Hello, Ken. Welcome.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hey, Ken, how
Hi.
are you?
I love the minimum electricity part, eh?
I know. She didn't put you out.
4 hours we have no electricity, and then our whole time difference, we've really had to work it out to bring him here to you guys today. And I'm so excited about his new book. My name is Lupus. So Ken, welcome. We're so happy that you're here. I first noticed you in Lupus Glitter about a year ago, posting the teasers about this new book coming out. My name is Lupus.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So you've wrote a few different children's books, this being the
yes.
third,
This is the fourth.
the fourth. That's so
Yes.
inspiring.
Wow.
So what
Wow.
got you into children's books?
Um, you know, since I was a kid, I've always been writing short stories or trying to write. I used to read a lot of cowboy books, so I tried to write stories. And then one day, I thought, nah, I'd like to write some stories. So I published on Facebook that, hey guys, I'm creating a page with stories, and I would like you guys to read it, but it's not yet ready. And then one of the guys there, a friend, just sent me like a competition for like a radio station called Nali Bali, which means that here's a story. So I decided, no man, let me just email them two of my old like written stories. And then I think a couple of months later, they written to me that, hey, this myself and this other gentleman have been selected as the winners. And I was like, wow, okay, there's something here in this writing, eh? So let me try and see what I can do with it. And that's how I started writing.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful story.
yeah.
Happy accidents.
You're in
Yes,
company
that exactly. Exactly.
You're in company of
Yeah.
another amazing author getting ready to launch her book in Texas, April 29th. Shantae Stevens here just launched her book, The Hunt for Enough. So we have
Yeah.
two authors on our show that have written and been inspired by the condition going through lupus. So that's very
Yes.
inspiring.
How was the book writing process for you, Ken?
Yeah, it's with the technology, I find it very easy because there are different types of methods. Like for instance, if I'm a bit lazy or if I'm, you know, if I want to just write something, I normally use like a voice to text apps, and it helps me quite a lot because I just lay all my ideas and then later on copy and paste it. And obviously having a phone, that's fun. You understand? Because you can sit down underneath a tree and just write and save it and then put it on the laptop and then compile it. I find it it's quite easy compared to when people say, hey, it's difficult to write. You understand? So yeah, we've got the
Mhm.
technology, so that helps us quite a lot. You know. Yeah.
Wow.
Especially when it's already in you. When the
Exactly. Yeah. You
story
just
is
have to
already
bring it
in
out. Yeah.
you.
Exactly. Yeah. How's
Wow.
your writing process though? How do you get about writing?
Oh, I go from feeling. I have to feel what I'm writing.
Yeah.
So I make sure that my energy is right. I make sure that my space is right. I make sure my
Yeah.
mental and my spirit is right. And then I make sure I practice a little self care. We like to talk about that a lot on here. But that keeps me sane while I'm writing because I tend to write about some really hard stuff. So as long as I take care of myself while I'm writing, I find the process is much smoother, much easier. You know, it's much more rewarding and less stressful.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
before I used to have night terrors and I would wake up with nightmares from writing. So I had to learn, what's the best way for me. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you're
How?
opening yourself up. You're being vulnerable. You're
Yeah.
rehashing things that you think you let go of. So
Yeah.
So
Is this your first book?
Yes.
Oh, right. Wow. Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna be like you when I grow up.
Oh, yeah.
Have these 4-5 books under the table.
You know, another thing that helps me to write so many books at once is that I have like, I write little bits and I just leave them. You understand? And
Oh,
then when I'm
yeah.
ready, I just put it all together. When, as you were saying, you need to have that energy. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Once that energy bubble is there, then you just squeeze every air out of it into the book.
Yes.
You
Yes.
understand?
Just right to you till
Yeah,
you have nothing else in you.
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm. I love that feeling.
yeah.
that's what I do with poetry. I have the notes
Mm-hmm.
on my phone and I have about like 20 of them going, and some of them are finished. I was able to squeeze every bit of that out while I was inspired. Some of them I was
Yeah,
like, okay, that was all I have for right now. And then I'll go back into them and I'll be able to add more from there.
Yeah, that's the way to do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So Ken, tell us about your journey with lupus and getting diagnosed with that and what that looked like for you, as it's so different for everyone.
It wasn't an easy journey, to be honest, because I only got diagnosed in 2019. Then I think the 2 years before that, from 2017, I was really, really sick, and moving from one doctor to another one, not knowing what was happening to you. And I remember the first doctor I went was a friend of mine, and he told me I had like TB of the lungs, and I was like, I'm gonna die now. You understand? And because the way he was also like talking that no man, and he didn't know what he was, what was actually wrong with me. He just assumed. Then I ended up being in hospital for like a week, and then after that, I was told that I've got nephritis,
Mm.
and we had to go to another specialist in the next town, and he just looked at me and he said, "No, man, there's nothing wrong with you." And I was like, "Wow, okay, that's cool." Because now imagine your kidneys. I was really
Mm.
worried because that means that I can't do certain things because kidneys are messed up. So after that, I really got sick without knowing what was happening. I was bedridden for a while. And as I was explaining, the doctor that I was with was busy experimenting with me. And I mean, he was trying to actually help me, but obviously couldn't find what was wrong with me. And eventually, a friend of mine suggested that we go to a specialist in the same town as the previous doctor, the one who had told me that I had nephritis. I didn't have nephritis. And so when I went to that doctor, he told me that no, I've got lupus, and as I had said before, once I knew that I had lupus, I knew that no, man, as long as I know that what I've got, and they obviously mentioned steroids, and I was like, yes, you understand. And actually, I approached once I was diagnosed with lupus, I approached it with a fun mentality, like, okay, wow, I've got this thing, and there's no cure for it, and maybe I could be the first guy. You understand? I could be the first guy to help other people. And so I embraced it with all my heart, and I was like, yeah, this is for me. As one thing that helped me a lot was, I was on 12 prednisone, the steroids. My doctor was giving me 12 that time. And as it got down to 12, to 11 and a half, to 10, to 5, that's when I knew that, no, man, I'm getting better now. Understand? So, yeah, I approached it with like, no, man, God is not there to kill me. God has given me this thing, and He entrusts me with this disease. So that's a mentality I had. So yeah, but at the beginning it was hectic because I was really, really sick. I was vomiting. My skin was like you know there was a time when I was washing and it would be like coming off like dust. You understand? I was like, what's going on here? And so I lost a lot of weight. My hair was falling off, and yeah, I had no energy. I was very weak, man. And yeah, and I cried. I remember I cried like, oh God, what's happening with me? I
Mm-hmm.
understood why people get tired of being sick. You understand?
Yeah.
Because you're constantly in bed. You can't do, and I, as I said, I love creating. I
Yeah.
couldn't create. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? I'm in this constant mind frame.
Yes.
When will I get better? But one thing I knew is that I'm not gonna die. I had that the inner core of a man would tell that no man, you're not gonna die, and that's what I had. You understand?
Mm,
And as I said, once they told me I had lupus, I think that's when the real me kicked in. Like, oh, come on, guys, we can do this. You
oh,
understand? So yeah, that's my little journey. Yeah.
I
amazing.
I love your bubbly personality because the way that you were just so animated. I see why you write children's books. I
Mm,
love that because honestly, in the beginning, I had none of that.
I
Yeah.
know. I
It's like I'm
know.
gonna beat it. Like no,
I didn't think I was gonna beat nothing.
I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
he's like, okay, I'm a man. I got this. No,
I'm like life over. He
He
like,
does have a
let's
very
do this.
childlike energy to him.
Yeah.
I
and
love
you know
that.
you know what you know what sorry for talking about religion, but I think you mentioned a childlike mentality.
Mhm.
That's how I approached it because I loved first of all I loved the name Lupus. The name Lupus was like, wow, this is such a cool name. You understand? And I remember when I was sick, the doctor introduced me to another friend of mine. She also had lupus, but her lungs were a bit small. You understand? So she was on similar medication. So we got that chance of speaking because we were in the same hospital, and she was a bit like sick, and she could see my energy, and I told her, listen, I love the name Lupus. I don't know why, you understand, but I think that love, which I talk about in the book, was one thing that really made, because love has a way of healing your body. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I said that only you can heal yourself because
That's
you
right.
need to love yourself first of all and
That's right.
love everything about yourself. And then you'll be able to overcome all these things. You understand? So that is another thing that made me write the book because I saw people were enjoyed talking about suffering. And I realized,
Mm-hmm.
no, man, let me create a character that can go and visit all these people that are suffering and find out how they can be helped. And I think that's how
Mm-hmm.
the book came about.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
I love that. Yeah,
That's
It's
amazing.
so inspiring. And
I
you've
It
got a
is.
comment here. It says, Ken, you have such a free spirit. Love this positive attitude.
He does. You do. You do.
it's so magnetic. I love it because honestly, I've never heard nobody describe lupus their first experience like that. Tay too was looking like me, like what?
And then you say you love steroids. Ask a woman about steroids. We hate steroids. Any woman on lupus hates steroids because
Look,
we
look,
gain weight
there,
so fast.
exactly.
You like that.
And
We
Wait a
don't.
minute, he said exactly. Pause.
I, I, I had such a round face. You understand, from the
Oh yeah.
prednisone,
Yeah.
and my
That's
stomach was so round it was about to pop. But I understood one thing. One thing that made me love the steroids. You see, I play guitar. You understand? So I thought, wow, okay, I'm now on free steroids, prescribed steroids. So I can use this to exercise my fingers and make them much stronger. You understand what I'm saying?
you
So
saw
yeah,
you see the silver lining in everything, and it's so
yeah,
beautiful.
I had to dissect every single part that would help me. You understand what I'm
I
saying?
see. And that's what gave
Yeah,
you hope. I love it.
exactly.
I
That's
love
why it's
that.
And
important for us to learn it. That's why it's
yeah,
What
so
an
yeah,
important for
amazing
us to learn it
outlook.
because we'll understand it to its core. We'll be able to
yeah,
beat it at its core. Yes.
exactly,
I'm
exactly,
feeling all that.
exactly.
You have made my
Yeah.
teeth. This is awesome.
I've never heard anyone say that they love the name lupus either.
Me either.
I think
He's just
even the way
opening
it
my
sounds,
eyes.
the way it sounds, lupus. I mean, even that's I believe that's why I named the book. My name is Lupus because the name Lupus. It sounds, I don't know. It sounds
Oh,
foreign.
Lou, us. Oh, okay. Is
Some
that what you?
something like that. I don't know.
Access. I can see that perspective, but I
Yeah.
never thought of it like that. Like
Yeah.
something that connects us. We're looped together.
Yeah. Yeah. Loop us. That's
Okay,
nice.
that's the writer's mind.
Oh.
I never
Yeah. Loop
that.
us.
I was like,
Aw.
give it
Isn't
back
that
to
nice?
That was really special. You get a butterfly cheers to that one.
Yeah, I ain't got no butterfly.
All right.
Yes,
Amazing.
Yeah, okay, here's my mug.
Well, seriously.
Well,
Yeah, it's
I
got some water in there.
Me too.
Yeah.
What was it? I didn't see it.
No, it's just a mug.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
the same
there.
color as the background of the show, though.
Yeah, well, I kept it there for water. I didn't realize you guys had mugs too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Butterfly tea time. Keep
Oh,
our tea.
yeah. All right.
I have been listed this week, so I'm drinking water as well.
Me too.
All right.
Water.
I'm drinking water.
Yeah, I'm cheating with water. So we all watered up. We all going H2O this morning.
Well, summer's starting
Yes.
to hit now, so.
We're trying to heal ourselves from the inside, like
Yes, like Ken said, we are healing from the inside.
Loop.
I love it.
Wow, I think we're all just speechless over your outlook today, Ken. It's really remarkable.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
is. It really is.
Yeah. You know, the book is meant to inspire people. You understand? Because, you know, I talk about following your dreams. Because if you follow your dreams, you're connecting to God. God has created you to do things on the earth, and when you connect to that, I wrote a statement there that says, if you connect to your dreams, you tend to forget that you are sick, and when you forget that you're sick, Lupus begins to hate you because you're no more fun, because you're concentrating on better things than on your arm being painful, or you understand what I'm trying to say. So at the end of the day, it comes to the way a person thinks about themselves. And I think, as I said, if you love yourself, and yeah, that's another thing. Love conquers all. That's another statement I put in that book. You understand? With love, you can conquer all. You understand?
I think people
So
forget
yeah,
that.
that's
I love that. I love what you said, because for me, knowing that you're connected to God and God is love, and just being able to love yourself, even though you have whatever you were diagnosed with, it may not be lupus, whatever it is, being able to love your complete self.
Yeah.
And that's how you can heal yourself. You've given us so much today.
I
Like,
know we needed this tea time today.
Yeah.
yes.
a release for all of us and everybody who watched today. Like,
Yeah.
because sometimes it's hard to love yourself in that moment, because you go through so much with just in life in general, but throwing on an autoimmune disease, it hits you with different things that you don't even anticipate, you never even knew was going to happen. So being able to stay connected to God and being able to love yourself and know that He created you for a bigger purpose. So
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Everybody worthy. Everybody worthy.
So you got this comment, Ken. Ken, I was feeling down and you just made my day. I'm smiling. But you love Edwina.
Wow. Wow. I didn't realize people are really watching.
Yes, you make all of our day.
Yeah.
I what she said, because I'm like in awe, like so many light bulb moments for me, like a aha moment, like, okay.
Yeah. I won't ever forget Loop Us. That forever changed the way I thought about the word.
Yeah.
You said it's
And
beautiful.
if,
Love it.
if you actually read the book, you know, the book is composed, let's say, into 3 parts.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part that which talks about Sarah and Sammy Snail, and there's a part where Lupus himself tells you he's actually talking to his agents, and he tells you secrets on how to actually beat him by him teaching his agents on how to actually beat human beings. You understand? So if you really read, it's quite inspiring, because you get ideas of, like, okay, when I'm sick like this, it's basically this Lupus character trying to bring me down. You understand? So I've written in such a way that it gives you, obviously it's not scientific or anything like that, but it's the whole idea is to give, it's a bubble of hope.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes.
And skills to help you to overcome, because another thing you must understand, since the people say, or the doctor said there is no cure for lupus, remember we're in 2023. You must remember in 2047, it's a different story. So it doesn't mean that if there's no cure for lupus, then it's not, you understand, it cannot be cured now. So you must have that open mind that, no, man, you understand, I can do this. You understand, I can overcome this. You understand, but obviously you need to have a bit more education. You need to understand what lupus is all about so that you're able to have a framework to work from. Because what actually happened is that I had to go back and look, because they said they don't know what causes lupus. I had to go back and find out what actually caused lupus. You understand? And I realized that at that time, 5 years or 6 years ago, I was going through some stressful moments. And I realized, I think that's when I began to have lupus, especially when the doctor, after I'd been diagnosed, one of the doctors, Dr. Benjamin, told me that I didn't stress. And I took that to heart because to my understanding of how lupus works, they say that this is my little scientific understanding. It's not scientifically proven, but they say that your white blood cells attack your bodies. They cannot differentiate between the virus or the germs with your good cells. So basically, I understood that these cells have actually lost their original knowledge because they cannot differentiate. So when you stress, those cells that have lost their original knowledge tend to go to, they think that maybe your arm, because you are stressed, they think that your arm has been attacked, and then they go to that place, and that's what you call flares. They actually attack those areas, and then you start bruising or you lose hair. So it's very important to, as I said, to love yourself, because when you love yourself, you're at ease with yourself. You don't stress about things, and you do the things that you love. You understand? And when you love those things, it's as the saying goes, love conquers all, and you're on the right path to overcome this disease. Yeah.
Wow.
I love that. That's beautiful.
That is so amazing and such a beautiful outlook. And I never thought about that. They've lost their sense of direction. So
exactly, yeah. And because listen to this description. You see, in your body, as I said, it's scientific, but just to let you understand, in your body, the white blood cells are being formed every day, like like a assembly line. They get produced, they get produced, they get produced. So now, when you start stressing, that production line works very, very quickly. So now, in that production line working very, very quickly, it creates errors. Then it creates these deformed or not intellect. Yeah, you understand, these white blood cells, and then these are the ones that now go out there and they cannot differentiate. So as I emphasize, don't stress. I mean, God has given you everything inside of you. You understand? All you have to do is just to trust and just keep on, patiently getting to where you want to go. And and that's wisdom basically. And wisdom heals your bones, and you become better, and you become even a better person. You understand? You don't stress, you don't fight with people, and you practice even the law of giving also helps, guys. You understand? Give to people, because giving heals you. You understand? So you try to be the best that you can, and you understand, and then your whole being begins to be joyous, and that's the only way I can describe it.
Wow.
I love that, because you've made it so simple, and it's not so simple, but you just broke it down in the simplest form. And everything that you said, I felt that, because we know that stress does trigger lupus attacks in the body. So the way that you just broke that down, like, love yourself, appreciate who you are, and that love truly overcomes all, and just being a bigger person, a better person by being able to love yourself. You said so much that's really, we all know these things, but sometimes we take it for granted. We don't practice it. Like, it's like, But you just made that so simple. So is that how you are defeating lupus? Because the only thing I can hear from just everything that you're saying is that you're an overcomer. Like you're just not like lupus doesn't define you. Is you're way more than lupus.
Yeah, that's as I said, when the Dr. Benjamin told me not to stress, you know what I was actually doing in the hospital at that time? I was in hospital. I was busy writing stories for my computer games. You understand? So I was in my own imagination, like, okay, this character is doing this character is doing that. I have no time for, like, because they said I'm going to be fine. So what's the use of me, like, worrying about lupus? I got my steroids here. I got my pencil. I got my imagination here. You understand what I'm trying to say? All I was looking forward to is sitting down on my PC and just, bringing out these stories into, like, proper computer games. That's all I was thinking about. You understand? And I remember as soon as they let me out of hospital, I was very, very excited. I went home and I was like, I'm gonna drive my fiance, to work. And I was like, because sitting in hospital for like, was it a week or a week and a half? It's not a nice thing because you want to go out and do things. So now I was like at home. I was telling her that, listen, I'm gonna drive you to work. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. As soon as I ate breakfast, I just passed out and just, I couldn't do anything. He said, but I had that bubble of energy, you understand? Yeah. But I couldn't do anything. And obviously, after a week or two, I got my strength. And then I got the chance to sit on my computer. And the rest is history,
Wow.
And I think you're helping us because what you said makes so much sense. Being able to be connected in something you love, like your escape. I say my outlet. Like I like to play and make it my thing I do when I'm sick. I do girly stuff. And your outlet for you is writing stories and expressing yourself. So being in your little bubble, doing your work on your computer is how you was able to release. And that's one of the ways that we can de-stress and not focus on what's going on around us. So you just gave us all something. Like it may not be writing a story, it may be something else, but find your outlet.
Yes.
So one lucky viewer today is going to be winning one of Ken's books. Shipping's probably going to be crazy coming from South Africa, so I'll actually be personally ordering this book for you on Amazon, and you just need to be the first one to comment, "My name is Lupus," to support Ken's book.
All right.
Have Amazon ship it out directly to you to support Ken and his movement and just spread awareness about this outlook to have. So I'm going to give you guys the chance to win. Sign in, put your name, comment your name, and then just comment Ken's book so that we know who you are. And then you'll just give me your address and I'll have it out to you this week through Amazon. So we're super excited that you were able to join us and all of the things that you're bringing into our community to spread light and love. And look, you've hit all the way to the U.S. and now you'll be helping even more people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I love it. And I got a copy. I need to call my mom and see if she can get both of your books, Tay's book and also your book in the libraries here. She works at the library. Because the kids need that, and people need books for self-help as well.
Yeah.
So I need to call her after I get off of this and see.
Yeah, we're totally here to support you. I can't even speak into words how much your work is making a difference in this community and just your outlook that you've shipped all the way from South Africa to here. So thank you so much for all the work that you've done and all of the things that you've brought into our community and all of the books. So. All right, you guys ready for the winner? Can I get a drum roll?
As fast as I can go.
And the winner is Trish Morgan.
Trish
Morgan.
Wow, well done.
Congratulations, Trish.
Yeah, so just PM me your address, Trish, and I will order that on Amazon for you today. And you should be able to get it within the next 2 or 3 days.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Ken. And where can we find your book?
On Amazon.
So we're going to put that in the comments. Okay, I have a link provided here in the comments for you guys.
All right.
And we just want to support you and get this book out there because I think everyone could use a more positive attitude. And I don't think that I've experienced this point of view before. So get behind Ken's mission, share his book, give it to a friend that needs a better outlook, and let's just share his positivity.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ken.
Thank you so much, Ken.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. This was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was
Congratulations,
fun.
Trish. That'll be out to you this week.
I wish we could do this more often.
It was. You made my Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right. No, I'm glad. I'm very happy. Yeah.
Thank you, Ken. We hope you guys enjoyed this outlook and all of Ken's words and that you can experience his book available on Amazon. And I did post the link. And if you're in our book readers Butterfly Book Club, also support Shantae with her book for The Hunt for Enough, which she will be debuting at Barnes & Nobles in Texas, April 29th. And contact us for more information. We'll be posting throughout this week to get you guys all involved in supporting her book as well.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Tea time, you guys. I know I enjoyed the tea today.
Yes, it was good.
Me too.
Until next time, fly free.
All right. Bye.